Over the top 5 worst exotics in Destiny. Number 5, the Manticore. As someone who enjoys movement of Destiny, this is the bane of my existence. In both PvE and PvP, this thing is worse than a funnel web and Ikelos. Look, changes were made, and I was wrong. Well, at the time I was right, but now I'm wrong. So to right my wrongs, I'm going to give you a build with a primary focus on the Manticore. Yeah, I'm not sure what changed in me, but I've been using the Manticore unironically this week. And I truly thought I was experiencing Stockholm Syndrome. Like, this stupid gun took me away from my perfect and safe and comfortable home, the Recluse, and just made me enjoy it. I don't know how. I don't know why it's so good. But today, I'm going to give you Titans a build that you will truly love, because it is nothing like anything else. Let's go ahead and break down the Manticore a little bit first. The Manticore is a void SMG that was introduced back in Season 19 and can now be obtained through the Monument to Lost Lights, and it has 2 very unique perks. First up is the perk Swooping Talons. So when you deal damage while airborne, it increases your damage output. And then we have Soaring Fang. So when you deal damage while grounded, it'll charge your anti-gravity repulsors, and dealing damage while airborne will extend your flying time. The Manticore wants you to fly, and if you haven't used it before, it might seem like an insane concept, but like I mentioned with the Soaring Fang perk, once you deal some damage while grounded, the next time you jump and deal damage, you'll start to hover, and while hovering, Swooping Talons will start to kick in. And it might seem like you're a double cheeked up Titan that's an easy target for anyone to shoot at, but since you're in the air, nothing can deal melee damage to you. Okay, but yeah, some of the snipers are gonna fuck you up. But luckily, we've been blessed with a catalyst, and this catalyst gives you the perk Flying Monster. So while you're airborne, sustained damage and final blows with this weapon grant you an overshield, reduce combat accuracy, and return ammo to the magazine. So pretty much, you're getting 3 perks in one single catalyst. And like this guy said in his Light GG review, before they gave it a catalyst, yeah, this guy called what the catalyst was going to be before it was even revealed. To quote him, he said, "It could be a truly fearsome beast if they gave it one of those perks." And then they gave him both and more. I truly think the Manticore is really good right now. But if only we had an exotic that can make this exotic even more exotic. Doomfang Pauldron. Yeah, I found one. DFP has the perk Horns of Doom. So when defeating targets with void damage, you have a chance to grade an escalating bonus to damage with void weapons. Yeah, DFP makes your super really good, but we're not really focused on that part, we're more worried about the damage part. At maximum stacks, you'll gain 25% damage boost on top of the Swooping Talons perk. Now we're looking at a near 50% damage boost with everything stacked at max. And yeah, an SMG doing a ton of damage is good, but what about the rest of the build? Let's cover that. Slow down, damn. For our super, you gotta go with Sentinel Shield. With the extra super energy for melee kills in and out of your super, this is a must. You can generate like 20 orbs and roam for like a whole minute with enough kills. For grenade, I feel like Scatter's still the best. We want quick kills to trigger one of our fragments, and this is the best option for sure. The best melee choice is going to be Shield Charge. Not because Shield Throw is bad, but because we want that suppress that comes with the charge to stun Overload champions. Now let's cover our aspects. Up first is Offensive Bulwark. While you have an overshield, your grenades charge significantly faster, and you have increased melee range and damage, and then melee final blows extend the duration of your overshield. Increased recharge rate on our grenade with an overshield is perfect because Manticore is going to give us an overshield just for dealing damage. And that extra shield throw in our super is also going to be really good to extend it even longer. Next up is Controlled Demolition. Hitting the target with a void ability or volatile explosion makes them volatile. Further damage to a volatile target causes them to explode. Yeah, your Manticore is going to be spitting the hottest fire flame with Controlled Demolition. But now we just need a way to trigger volatile rounds for our weapons. Let's take a look at our fragments. Speaking of triggering volatile, we have Echo of Instability. Grenade kills grant volatile rounds for 11 seconds. Making hits with void weapons applies volatile. Yeah, again, Controlled Demolition and Echo of Instability is such a disgusting combo to run when you have a void weapon. It gives you the easiest ad clear in the entire game. Secondly, we're using Echo of Undermining, so our grenades will weaken. This will help us with tougher enemies and adds just a little extra oomph into our build. And then we're using Echo of Expulsion, which makes our void ability kills cause enemies to explode. Yeah, explosions are always good, so this one's self-explanatory. And then to wrap up our fragments, we have Echo of Starvation. Picking up an Orb of Power grants Devour for 5 seconds. Devour is quite literally a full heal every single kill, so make sure you're picking up those orbs, please. Okay, and on our armor mods, I have the dim link in the description, but let me cover them very briefly. We'll be able to generate orbs from our void weapon kills as well as our grenade kills. And picking up an orb will grant us a chunk of health, a bunch of grenade energy, and a little bit of melee and barricade energy as well. We're also going to be running a sniper resistant mod because most of the damage we're going to be taking is from enemies at a range because you can't really melee somebody in the air. And to finish it up, I throw a cheeky set of void unflinching, loader, and targeting on there, just to help with all the categories, but Marty could use a little boost. Then to wrap everything up, we should cover some power weapons that fit really nicely into the build. Simply put, any void weapon is going to fit perfectly, but the absolute best in my eyes is one of the 2 new brave weapons. Like that free hammerhead they give you for completing the quest. It intrinsically rolls with killing tally and 4 times the charm. And with this roll, killing tally can stack up to 30% more damage with only 3 kills. And then it can also stack with DFP, giving you around 50% more damage. Then with Edge Transit, it can roll with Envious Assassin and Bait and Switch for another easy 50% damage increase with over 15 grenades in your mag. But always remember to have some kind of stun in your loadout, so please don't shy away from using Leviathan's Breath or a rocket launcher to take care of champions. And that's going to cover all your bases. Look, I'm not saying this is going to carry you in a Legend Onslaught or anything, but it is damn sure good enough to have some fun and try some new things before the final shape. See ya!